So, I really want to talk to you about the top 5 Amazon FBA tax software tools for sellers. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. And if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I really want to talk to you about the top 5 Amazon FBA tax software tools for sellers. So if you are an Amazon FBA seller out there and you are looking for tax software tools, I want you to listen. It's very important to understand that as a seller, you are seeing income coming, you're seeing your channel growing, you're seeing your products and brand growing. It's kind of cool, right? But at some point, you have to really think about taxes. And when it comes to taxes for Amazon sellers, there are two important issues. First thing is that you have online sales tax. That's number one. And then you have income tax reporting on your own revenue, number two. So the tools listed in today's show will help you on both fronts. And I just want to sort of talk about that. So reporting on your own revenue is pretty straightforward. You get the revenue, you probably put it on your 1040 or on your 1065, depending on the legal structure of your company, whether it is a sole proprietorship or a partnership or a C corp or S corp. That's pretty clear. Now, let's talk about the online sales tax. This is an important element. When you are obligated to collect sales tax online, the basic rule for collecting sales tax from online sales is that if your business has a physical presence or quote unquote nexus in a state, you must collect applicable sales tax from online customers in that state. If you do not have a physical presence, you generally do not have to report or collect sales tax for online sales. However, in June 2018, the U.S. Supreme Court issued a ruling that will likely change this exemption to collecting sales tax. So what the court said was that states are expected to begin collecting sales taxes regardless of having a physical presence in the state. So if you have an Amazon FBA company, you need to actually collect sales taxes regardless of having a physical presence in a state. So a physical presence means that you have some business facility in that state. It could be any type of business operation, such as a storefront, an office, a warehouse. All right. Now, one thing I want to really clarify here is that there's something called the word nexus is used by the law to describe the connection the sellers must have with a particular area before they are required to charge and collect taxes for online sales there. So different states and courts define this connection differently. One thing we've seen in the legal jargon, the legal research is that most experts agree that if you have a store or an office in a state, this requires you to collect and submit sales taxes in that state. It's also very important to understand that many states have laws that describe eligibility factors, so you want to be sure to start there. So if you're not sure whether you have a sufficient presence in a state for sales tax purposes, you want to check with that state's taxing agency. You can also reach out to a tax expert, a CPA, or an EA to kind of help you navigate the fiscal intricacies that are related to Amazon FBA selling. And what about selling across many states? So if you send products or inventory to a large online company that distributes them to buyers for you, you may have created what the law calls connections in many states in addition to your own, right? Let me give you an example. Let's say you sell online from your own home in California and you don't have any business presence in other states, say Nevada or New York or Connecticut. You have nexus or a physical presence only with California, right? But if you sell your products through Amazon's FBA program, FBA, again, for the newbies here, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So if you sell your products through Amazon FBA program, What's happening here is that you send inventory to Amazon first, right? So that relationship could require you to collect sales tax from customers in other areas where Amazon does business. And the Lord knows that Amazon does business everywhere on this earth. At least in the United States, they cover. So if you are in Cali, if you're in California selling from your home, you still have to charge sales taxes for nearly everybody buying from the states. All right, so now I'm going to get into the top 5 Amazon FBA tax software. Tax software tools. I just wanted to kind of clarify the tax issues that most Amazon FBA sellers must be aware of. But before I get into the rankings, please check out this short video about our evaluation approach. We do have a rigorous methodology when it comes to reviewing, when it comes to researching, when it comes to listing tax software tools on this channel. So check this out. All right, let's just jump right into it. Number 5, Simply VAT. Our score, 8 over 10. So if you are a Europe-based seller, or you are basically selling from the States, but you have customers in the EU, in the European Union. I'm talking here about those in all 27 EU member states. So if you are that kind of seller, figuring out VAT, again, VAT stands for value added tax. Figuring out VAT based on specific products and countries can be a hassle. We all know that, right? So that's where a tool like Simply VAT comes in handy, calculating how much VAT you owe both on individual invoices and overall. And that's even neater because they start you off with a complimentary VAT compliance check. In other words, they are cross-referencing your products to countries where VAT is collected to see if you even have to pay VAT. So if you are based in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, or South Africa, for example, Simply VAT also has something for you because you may be selling in countries where there is VAT. So regardless of where you live, they'll file monthly, quarterly, or annually, depending on what's required, so you don't have to worry about the details. So the plan here is that you're basically outsourcing everything to a software tool, but behind the software tool, you have a team. All right. Now, plain prices vary based on your business size, product inventory, and other factors. So you want to email or call the company for an accurate quote. But if you want them to take care of your VAT registration as a one-off, it's only $470. All right. So you have a VAT registration with this tool, Simply VAT. You have VAT return filing. I already said that. You have VAT compliance. So they have an international team of VAT experts who make sure that you are staying compliant as you grow your Amazon FBA business and venture into new markets. You get from the Simply VAT team, some practical advice. So they have the experience, the industry experience to guide you through the most complex VAT scenarios, and they also have e-commerce expertise. That's what we love with this company. They're part of a valuable network that understands the challenges you face as an Amazon FBA seller. Number 4, Avalara. Our score, 8.5 over 10. Now, when it comes to Amazon FBA tax software tools, Avalara is a great tool to consider. And that's if you want a super quick solution. For example, this is a tax compliance software that allows you to enter in numbers and figures and file your taxes right away. But if you want to make sure you got everything correct, they have a manual options too. So you'd fill in the relevant fields, then hand off your form to their experts to have a final check before sending it off. This is a great option if you are unsure of tax laws and regulations in various countries. Again, you want to spend your time focusing on growing your company, right? Growing your brand, growing your channel, growing your store, not worrying about the intricacies and subtleties of U.S. sales tax or international sales taxes. You don't want that. So, Avalara will let you file taxes for goods and services tax, communications tax, value added tax, the VAT, excise tax, and more. And not only is the software compatible with any Amazon marketplace, but you can also use it for other platforms like eBay, Etsy, and Walmart. So we love this cross-platform integration ability. And in terms of pricing, it's pretty cool too, because plan starts at around $50 per year for small businesses, but there are huge discounts everywhere. So when you sign up for Avalara Avatax and returns or Avalara Cert Capture, those are services that they offer. When you sign up with any of those, what you get is you get 15 months, between 15 and 18 months of service for the cost of 12 months. So you basically, right off the bat, you are getting 20% discounts, right? And if you need to use Avatax cross-border or Avalara consumer use, they'll knock off 15 to 20% on your annual fees for the first subscription term. So I'm showing you right now on the screen here, you can see that Avalara pricing is volume-based and designed to scale with your business. So they are growing as you are growing. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a convo about the top 5 FBA Amazon tax software tools. Number 3, I have here TaxJar. Our score, 9/10. Now, when it comes to tax software for Amazon sellers, TaxJar is really right up there in terms of the comprehensiveness, if you will, of your other tools and features and settings. And this tax software makes filing your Amazon taxes about as easy as it gets. All you have to do is sync your Amazon account with the software and you're halfway home. So when you input all the relevant information, TaxJar essentially takes the reins and does the rest. So let's say if you need to file taxes in different states, for example, they'll do that for you on the state's deadline. So you are on time, right? If you are not sure, let's say you're looking for which product tax code to choose, they have a smart product classification feature that suggests things like codes and SKUs and so on and so forth. So the good thing here is that you're not doing the in-depth research here. You're saving time. And if you're not selling on Amazon, eBay, Shopify, Stripe, PayPal, and you find that your platform is not available, TaxJar lets you export sales data in a CSV file. So the cool thing here is that you can still get your taxes done. All right. And so the great thing here is that we have found in our research that big companies, I'm talking Coca-Cola, CBS, Eventbrite, Microsoft, they use TaxJar. All right. So, but don't worry about the price, because heavy hitters are associated with TaxJar doesn't mean that you'll be paying through the nose, right? TaxJar, as you can see here on the screen, I'm showing you their pricing. So they have pricing. They are saying that their pricing is built for your business. So they have a starter plan, a professional plan, and a premium plan. For the premium plan, you got to call them. So for the professional plan, it's about $100 a month, and for the starter plan is $19. And this is based on monthly orders. All right. And the cool thing about the pro plan, the professional plan, is that it has tons of features. And they also both offer a 30-day free trial and setup period. We're talking now about Taxify by Sovos. Number 2, Taxify by Sovos. Our score, 9.5/10. We love the software. And one of the great reasons why we love the software is that it has a wide ranging flexibility. Hands down, the flexibility is just humongous. Now, if you are an Amazon FBA seller, this software can integrate with your needs, and it also does It does offer general use options to automate and file pretty much any kind of taxes. And if your company has been affected by COVID 19, as thousands of companies have been, you may be eligible for free filing support. So, some of their top features include sales and use tax software for any filing method in any jurisdiction. This is fantastic. Think about it. They also have invoicing, they also offer invoicing compliance software with compliance in more than 60 countries. They have VAT and fiscal reporting software, so you are always on top of regulations. And they also have tax information reporting software that just makes plain sense. And the idea here is to make your life easier and cheaper so that you are, again, focusing all your energy on what's important, which is growing your channel, growing your store, growing your Amazon product, diversifying and scaling, right? So if you end up going with Taxify by Sovos, you can count, for instance, the Home Depot, Groupon, CVS Health, Philips, and other top names among your fellow users. In terms of pricing, we're showing you right now on the screen. You have here, you can see on the screen here, you have the price schedule, if you will. So you have the starter, the standard, the premium, and the enterprise. So the starter prices start at $47 per month, right? And $97 per month for the standard plan, and $247 per month for the premium. And you always start off with a 30-day free trial, so you have a chance to try the product, and if you can tweak things around and see if you're comfortable, if it syncs well with your business before actually deciding. Number one, folks, when it comes to Amazon FBA tax software tools, in our view, perfect score of 10 over 10, A2X Accounting. A2X Accounting. Perfect score of 10 over 10. So this is a great tax software choice for Amazon sellers. All right. The thing here is that they have myriad features in the software. Now the only slight drawback is that you'll have to manually file your taxes, but it is okay because the plethora of features that they offer on the side really sort of offsets the minor, if you will, the minor inconvenience of having to manually file your taxes. So let's start with their e-commerce specific tax options. So if you sell on Amazon or Shopify or eBay, there are many tax solutions custom to each platform to ensure you are logging everything correctly. So for those with more expertise or no more experience who are used to the nuances of taxes, there is the A2X expert to handle your wider needs. And when it comes to time to actually file your taxes, you can actually combine A2X with another tax filing tool like QuickBooks or Xero to automate everything. This is why originally I was telling you the fact that you have to manually file your taxes is just a minor inconvenience, because you can later on, there are app integration features in A2X Accounting that allow you to actually automate everything. And in terms of pricing, great, because the prices are quite reasonable with plenty of ongoing deals. So you can get they have, the last time we checked, you can actually save 50% off Xero and A2X for Shopify, for example. But otherwise, plans are $19 per month for the mini, $39 per month for basic, $69 per month for professional, and $99 per month for advanced. And of course, you can test out whichever plan or option fits you for a 30-day free trial. So we're actually showing you right now on the screen. We have a snapshot of their price schedule, and you can see the mini, the standard, and the starter, and the premium. Actually, based on our analysis, most Amazon FBA sellers go for the standard price. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, this is the end of today's conversation. I really appreciate having you around. Thank you so much for your attention. I want to quickly recap what we talked about today. We spoke about the top 5 Amazon FBA tax software tools for sellers. And number 1, A2X Accounting, 10 over 10. Number 2, Taxify by Sovos, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, TaxJar, 9 over 10. Number 4, Avalara, 8.5 over 10. Number 5, Simply VAT, 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention again. I will speak to you next time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.